We are live. Hey, you guys, welcome to Wednesday Wellness. I'm Leanne Mason. I am here with Ronai Brumett. And the topic today has been showing up, I think, for both of us. Jared, unfortunately, is not able to join us today. He will comment later, but we wanted to talk about, are you listening? And when we say that, are you listening to your own body? So, Ronai, let's talk about that a little bit.
So often, especially during the holidays, right? So here we are, well, full blown first week of December. We're right in the midst of the busy season, and that's the thing is we're busy. We're so busy. We're busy getting gifts and food ready and setting up appointments, setting up parties, Christmas cards, all the different things, and it's just things and things and things. And sometimes this is also the time where we start to get run down. Our bodies don't feel so great, but we push through. Especially here in Minnesota, we're good Minnesotans. We just push through everything. Um, but if you're starting to feel uncomfortable, last night I had the most horrific headache, just like intense headache. And that was my body telling me to slow down, pay attention. I'm sure I was dehydrated, even though I am always drinking my water, but I could drink more. I could listen more, and that's the thing. As soon as that happened, I was like, okay, I need to slow down. I muscle tested, and I needed some turmeric duo caps and some frankincense capsules, and I also needed the deep blue capsules. Like it was pretty intense last night. Um, and then oils, and I was laying there and just trying to get some sleep. And my husband's like, what if you went and took like, I couldn't regulate my body temperature. I would be really hot and then it'd be really cold and it'd be really hot and it'd be really cold. And he was like, why don't you go take a shower? That might help. And it totally did. But sometimes we also need other people who've been listening to us for a long time say, have you tried this? Have you tried this? Because when we get too busy, sometimes we don't listen to our own bodies. What do you think, Leanne?
I think you are dead on. Especially women and especially business owners. They have all the little hats they wear, right? And the self care hat is often the bottom of the pile, right?
I'm
And,
going to jump in here, and I know you said especially women, but I got to tell you, men do not do self-care.
oh, that's true.
And men push through everything. It doesn't matter because they have responsibilities. They've got to get stuff done. So I'm going to just give a shout out to the guys out there who are working so hard also and don't get the ability to get their emotions out because then they are looked down on.
That's true.
But
I guess the reason I said that too is my husband will always say to me, when I'm sick, I take the day off and I rest. When you're sick, you still go through your checklist of things before you can rest.
and my husband doesn't take the day off.
Okay, so that's why I guess that's so I acknowledge that my norm is not everybody else's norm, right? So we all have our ways of being and doing, right? And this is why I love strengths. And I'm going to throw in real quick, we are not doctors. We cannot diagnose or treat. We are here to educate. And clearly we're passionate about this stuff. And I had the aha. We always talk about wellness journey or health journey or weight loss journey or no, we are all on a life journey. And what lifestyle do you want? Do you want a lifestyle of wellness or do you want a lifestyle of illness? Because there's one or the other. There's no middle ground with this, right? You either choose to support your body or ignore your body. And that's the aha I had this week is that I was able to, for the first holiday, support my body emotionally, physically, and spiritually. It wasn't imbalanced. I enjoyed a little bit of the foods. I didn't overindulge. I got my workout done before I started cooking. And then again, I got proper rest, proper hydration. and I was able to enjoy. I wasn't stuffed. I wasn't exhausted. I wasn't miserable. It was just beautiful. And I'm like, oh, this is what a wellness lifestyle looks like. It's having balance. It's enjoying things without the guilt. It's feeling good because I properly prepared my body ahead of time. I worked out. I took my VMG, my collagen, my omegas, my Terrazyme, and I'm going to keep, my Zestal trim. I took those things first. I made sure the biggest portion of my plate was my proteins and my leafy greens. And then everything else was just a taste. And so self-care can be self-care, or it can be little things. It can be walking away when you're stressed to get your body moving and walk away from and then coming back. What are some of the self-care things that are little, like small wins?
That's what I was just going to say. I'm so glad you said that, because self-care doesn't have to be, self-care should be every single day. So every single day I get up and I'm taking my VMG, my probiotic, my Zestal trim, my Touchstone essential. Like, I have all these things that I'm doing for self-care that is it's just my daily routine. Making sure that I'm using products that are non-toxic. So my laundry detergent, we don't use dryer sheets, we use dryer balls instead. I've got the chickens, so taking care of my chickens, and then like getting these lovely nutritious eggs from them. So feeding my body nutritionally, getting the junk out, making sure we're not using over processed foods. Yeah, those are all like it. You're right. It's life, but making sure that all those little choices are in place, and when I need it, then yes, having a good. We have a massage chair, so I spend at least 20 minutes in the massage chair daily, because
Lovely.
that's just kind
Oh,
of my.
nice. Yeah.
Oh, it's I highly recommend. Like, and you can get them fairly like this. It cost me $100 a month for 4 years.
And
No interest.
that's less than one massage.
Less than one massage, and it's so worth it because we all use it every single day.
Right.
So that's part of my small in, is making sure I do that. I spend the time there because it's it's also some quiet time that I can just like, because I usually set it for a half hour. You can do 10, 20, or 30 minutes in it. So what can you do for 10, 20, or 30 minutes daily? While I'm doing that, I can put in headphones and I can listen to a book, or I can listen to my scriptures, or, you know, I can also sit and veg and watch Hallmark Christmas movies, because it is that 1 month of the year that I do watch them.
I do too. So I love that. One of the fun things we have coming up, and I'm going to grab the link real quick. Tomorrow night, Ronai, let's talk about our DIY class.
It's going to be so fun. I'm so excited about this one because my sister is an artist. And when we were talking about this in one of the classes, she was like, ooh, I could help teach that one. So I'm just really excited that my sister's stepping forward. She's not one who's here, she doesn't want to teach classes on oils and stuff, and that's totally fine. But here was a class, she was like, yes, I want to teach. So that's the thing I also want to say is, if you are watching this, if you have something that you like to do that you think would be fun to share, we are looking for people who want to join and teach a class. And it doesn't have to be about oils. Now, I will give the caveat that I will probably figure a way to work oils back into it. But
It has to be
super
on
excited.
wellness lifestyles,
Wellness
right? It
lifestyle.
has to
Yeah.
tie into what we are about here at the AromaVibe. It will include essential oils. And if that's not your niche of teaching, then we'll help out with that. But I think also with that, we also want to know, we're working on our January schedule, but I really got the impression that we're not supposed to put it out until we get feedback from you, because each of you are important to what we're doing. We are here to serve you. And if you don't want to post it in the comments, reach out to one of us, because even if you don't want to teach, we want to know what support you need? Is it additional digestive help? Is it additional self-care? Topics aren't coming
Hormonal
to
health.
mind. Yeah.
What else? Pain and mood management. Give us a top. Maybe it's something we've never thought about. Like we would love to support you.
Yeah. One of the other things that some things that have come to mind is, would anybody be interested in doing a monthly roundtable where it's just an open Q&A time where you can either send us questions ahead of time if you don't want to ask during the roundtable, where we support each other? Because with the people we've had coming on to guest teach, I have learned new things and I want to learn and grow too. And
Mhm.
so I think for me, 2025, my word for 2025 is service. So I can only serve if I know how I can serve others.
I don't know what my word is yet. I haven't come up with the word yet. I have a couple words coming to mind, but um huh, actually, I know what my word is. My word is surrender.
Awesome. Ooh, so that's another thing. Let us know in the comments, one, what classes you want, and two, do you have a word for 2025? And if so, what is it? We'd love to support you in that intention and creating that life. So thanks for joining us. Hopefully we will see you at class tomorrow night.
Bye-bye.